Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Radha Shivadadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivadadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivadadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopi Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapte Kanchan Gorangi Radhe Vrindaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya. Narayanam namaskritya naram chev narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudire. Guru Sri Radhe Govinda Bhagwan ki jai. Guru Srimad Bhagavatam ki
जय
Hare Krishna Tarun.
Hare Krishna Gajen, Hare Krishna Anil
हरे
ji.
कृष्णा तरुण जी
क्या शुरू करते हैं?
जी
तो कल हम लोग श्लोक 17.6 एंड 7 पढ़ रहे थे, और जैसा कि पिछले कुछ श्लोकों में हम लोग देख रहे हैं, महात्मा विदुर मैत्रेय मुनि को और इंफॉर्मेशन बताने के लिए कह रहे हैं, राइट? सो और राजा पृथु के बारे में बोलने के लिए महात्मा विदुर बोल रहे हैं, ऑल्सो बिकॉज ऑफ कृष्णस्य भगवान भगवत प्रभु, right? Also, as we saw, Bhagavan Prithu was a powerful incarnation of Lord Krishna's potencies. Yeah. So consequently, any narration concerning his activities is surely very pleasing to hear, and it produces all good fortune. As far as I am concerned, I am always your devotee. This is what Mahatma Vidur is telling to Maitreya Muni. I am always your devotee, as well as a devotee of the Lord, who is known as Adhokshas. Yeah, Adhokshas is beyond the material senses. Yeah. Please, therefore, narrate all the stories of King Prithu, who in the form of the son of King Vain milked the cow-shaped earth. How did he milk the cow-shaped earth? He wants to know more stories about King Prithu. So we'll start with Shlok 8. Anilji?
जी सूत उवाच चोदितो विदुरेणैवं वासुदेव कथां प्रति तस्य तं प्रीतमना मैत्रेयः प्रत्यभाषत. Sut Goswami continued, when Vidur became inspired to hear of the activities of Lord Krishna in his various incarnations, Maitreya, also being inspired and being very pleased with Vidur, began to praise him. Then Maitreya spoke as follows. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So as we saw, Mahatma Vidur is asking question to Maitreya Muni, and on the other hand, Sut Goswami is the one who is reciting Srimad Bhagavatam to all the Rishi Munis, and so he is saying that when Vidur got inspired to hear about Lord Krishna's activities, yeah, Maitreya Muni equally got excited. So, Tarun?
Yada Bhishikta Vaktaha Pruthurangana Vipra Ramanantrito Janata Yasha Palaha Praja Nirne Shitish Prushta Eta Shutta Shama Deha Patima Bhavya Vochanaha. The great sage Maitreya continued, my dear Vidura, at the time King Prithu was enthroned by the great sages and Brahmanas and declared to be the protector of the citizens, there was a scarcity of food grains. The citizens actually became skinny due to starvation. Therefore, they came before the king and informed him of their real situation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So when King Prithu came, there was a scarcity of food grains, right? And so the citizens were actually starving. That was the situation when Maharaj Prithu became a king. Hare Krishna, Sachin.
Hare Krishna everybody.
Hare Krishna.
Read.
Vayam Rajanja Tharena Abhitapta Yathagninam Kotarasthena Vrikshaha Tvamadya Yataha Sharanyam Yah Sadhito Vrittikaraha Partina Tanno Bhavani Hatu Ratve Nan Kshudha Shudharti Tanam Naradeva Deva Yavanna Nakshamaha Ajjisa Tojar Varta Patistwam Kila Lokapalaha. Dear King, just as a tree with a fire burning in the hollow of the trunk gradually dries up, we are drying up due to the fire of hunger in our stomachs. You are the protector of surrendered souls, and you have been appointed to give employment to us. Therefore, we have all come to you for protection. You are not only a king, but the incarnation of God as well. Indeed, you are the king of all kings. You can give us all kinds of occupational engagements, for you are the master of our livelihood. Therefore, O King of all kings, please arrange to satisfy our hunger by the proper distribution of food grains. Please take care of us, lest we soon die for want of food. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So that time huge hunger is going on. Yeah. Maitre Vacha Prituha Prajanam Karunam Nishamya Paridevitam Dirgadhadyo Kuru Shreshta Nimittam So Anvapadat. After hearing this lamentation and seeing the pitiable condition of the citizens, King Prithu contemplated this matter for a long time to see if he could find out the underlying causes. Yeah. Anilji?
Yeah. Vyavasito buddhya pragahrit sharasanaha sandadhe vishikham bhumeha kruddhastri puraha yatha. Having arrived at a conclusion, the king took off his bow and arrow and aimed them at the earth, exactly like Lord Shiva, who destroys the whole world out of anger. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So King Prithu actually thought earth is the reason why the grain is not being produced. Yeah. And so he took his bow and arrow and aimed at the earth. Yeah. Sorry.
Prave Pamana Dharani Nishamayo Dayudham Chatama Go Satya Dava Dittata Mragiva Mragayudvata. When the earth saw that King Prithu was taking his bow and arrow to kill her, she became very much afraid and began to tremble. She then began to flee exactly like a deer, which runs very swiftly when followed by a hunter. Being afraid of King Prithu, she took the shape of a cow and began to run. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So when King Prithu took his baण in his hand, Prithvi could see it. So she took the shape of a cow and then began to run. Yeah. It says here, go ahead. Satya Padravadita Mrigamrid Yaduta. Yeah. And Sachin.
Tamanvadhavat dvainyah Kupito Charuna Trodekshanaha Sharam Dhanushi Sandhaya Yatra Yatra Palayate. Seeing this, Maharaja Prithu became very angry, and his eyes became as red as the early morning sun. Placing an arrow on his bow, he chased the cow-shaped earth wherever she would run. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, wherever she would run, yatra yatra palayate, Maharaj Prithu is behind Prithvi. Yeah. Hare Krishna Jyoti.
Hare Krishna Vijay.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Read.
Sadisho Videsho Devi Rodasi Chantaram Tayoho Davanti Tatra Tatrayan Dadarshanudyanu Vidham. The cow-shaped earth ran here, and there is outer space between the heavenly planets and the earth. And wherever she ran, the king chased her with his bow and arrows. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Raja Prithu is behind the earth. Mother Earth. Lokena vindata tranam Venya amrita yoriva praja Trasta tada nivavritte hridayena vidhuyata. Just as a man cannot shape the cruel hands of death, the cow-shaped earth could not escape the hands of the son of Vain. Yeah. At length, the earth, fearful, her heart aggrieved, turned back in helplessness. Yeah. So, hands of the son of Vain. Who is the son of Vain?
Maharaja Prithu.
Maharaja Prithu, yeah. See how the hands of King Vain were churned by the sages that resulted in the appearance of King Prithu. Yeah. And also Mother Archi, right? Like the avatar of goddess Lakshmi at the same time. Okay, so then earth turned back in helplessness. Anilji?
Uvacha cha mahabhagam dharmagyapanna Ahimamapi bhutanam palane vasthito bhavan. Addressing the great opulent King Prithu as the knower of religious principles and shelter of the surrendered. He said, "Please save me. You are the protector of all living entities. Now you are situated as the king of this planet." Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so King Prithu is described as knower of all the religious principles. Yeah, Mahabhagam and then Dharma Gyap Vatsala. And so Prithvi is kind of praying to Maharaj Prithu to save her, essentially. Sachin?
Satvam Jigansase Kasmadi Namakruta Kiblisham Ahanishya Katham Yosham Dharmagya Iti Yomata. The cow-shaped earth continued to appeal to the king. I am very poor and have not committed any sinful activities. I do not know why you want to kill me. Since you are supposed to be the knower of all religious principles, why are you so envious of me? And why are you so anxious to kill a woman? Hare Krishna.
Yeah, so Prithvi is asking King Prithu, why are you actually trying to kill her? Tarun? Tarun, you on mute.
Sorry. Praharanti na ve shutichu krutagaha swapi jantavaha kimut twadvidha rajan karuna deen vatsalaha. Even if a woman does commit some sinful activity, no one should place his hand upon her. And what to speak of you, dear king, who are so merciful, you are a protector and you are affectionate to the poor. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Karuna Deen Vatsala is what Prithvi is telling King Prithu. So why are you trying to kill me? And Jyoti?
Mam vipatya jaram navam yatra vishvam pratishthitham atmanam cha prajashramehi katamabhasi dasyasi. The cow-shaped earth continued, "My dear king, I am just like a strong boat, and all paraphernalia of the world is standing upon me. If you break me to pieces, how can you protect yourself and your subjects from drowning?" Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so if there is no Mother Earth, everything will drown, basically. Right? So let's read this. Tarun?
Give me 1 second, I'll come back.
Oh, okay.
Beneath the entire planetary system is the Garbha water. Lord Vishnu lies on this Garbha water, and from his abdomen a lotus stem grows, and all the planets within the universe are floating in the air, being supported by this lotus stem. If a planet is destroyed, it must fall into the water of Garbha. The earth therefore warned King Prithu that he could gain nothing by destroying her. Instead, how would he protect himself and his citizens from drowning in the Garbha water? In other words, outer space may be compared to an ocean of air, and each and every planet is floating on it just as a boat or island floats on the ocean. Sometimes planets are called Dvipa or islands, and sometimes they are called boats. Thus, the cosmic manifestation is partially explained in this reference by the cow-shaped earth. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, as we know, like after the pralaya, everything is like the Garbhoda Vishnu lies on the Garbha water, right? As a Sheshnag. And that's where the whole universe generates with Lord Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. Yeah. Anilji?
Yeah. Prathurvacha Vasudhe Tvam Vadishyami Matyasan Parangukhim Bhagam Varhishi Ya Brankate Na Noticha No Vasu. King Prathu replied to the earthly planet, "My dear earth, you have disobeyed my orders and rulings. In the form of a demigod, you accepted your share of the yajnas we performed, but in return you have not produced sufficient food grains. For this reason, I must kill you." Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So being King Prithu is saying he needs to punish Prithvi. Yeah. Sachin?
Yavasam Jagdhya Nudinam Naiva Dogdhyodasam Payah Tasyamevam Hi Dushtayam Dando Natra Na Shasyate. Although you are eating green grass every day, you are not filling your milk bags so we can utilize your milk. Since you are willfully committing offenses, it cannot be said that you are not punishable due to you are assuming the form of a cow. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jyoti?
Kaloshadhi bijani prak srushtani swayambhuva na munjasyat murudhani mama vagnaya mandadihi. You have so lost your intelligence that despite my orders, you did not deliver the seeds of herbs and grains formerly created by Brahma and now hidden within yourself. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So who is saying this?
Maharaj Prathu is saying.
Right, yeah. And Maharaj Prithvi is saying this to
Earth.
Earth, yeah. To Prithvi that, despite my orders, you are not delivering the seeds of herbs and grains, so everybody is going hungry, right? It says here, like, while creating all the planets in the universe, Lord Brahma also created the seeds of various grains, herbs, plants, and trees. When sufficient water falls from the clouds, the seeds fructify and produce fruits, grains, vegetables, etc. By this example, Prithu Maharaj indicates that whenever there is a scarcity in food production, the head of the government should take steps to see why production is being held up and what should be done to rectify the situation. Tarun?
Amusham Shruttaparitanam Arthanam Paridevitam Sham Yishami Mradane Bhinna Yaswatavaha Medasa. Now with the help of my arrows, I shall cut you to pieces, and with your flesh satisfy the hunger-stricken citizens who are now crying for want of grains. Thus, I shall satisfy the crying citizens of my kingdom. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anilji?
Puman yoshidut kliv atma sambhavano dhamaha bhuteshu nirunakosho nirpanam taddo vadah. Any cruel person, be he a man, woman, or impotent eunuch, who is only interested in his personal maintenance and has no compassion for other living entities, may be killed by the king. Such killing can never be considered actual killing. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Sachin?
Tvam stabdham durmadam nitva mayagam tilashah shareh atma yoga bala bale nema dharayishya myaham prajaha. You are very much puffed up with pride and have become almost insane. Presently, you have assumed the form of a cow by your mystic powers. Nonetheless, I shall cut you into small pieces like grain, and I will uphold the entire population by my personal mystic powers. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so King Prithu is telling Prithvi that you are now puffed up with pride. Yeah, and so he needs to punish her. Jyoti?
Evam Manyumayin Murti Krutantameva Bibhratam Pranata Pranjalehi Rahamahi Sanjata Vepatuhu. At this time, Prithu Maharaja became exactly like Yamaraja, and his whole body appeared very angry. In other words, he was anger personified. After hearing him, the planet Earth began to tremble. She surrendered and, with folded hands, began to speak as follows. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so Mother Earth then surrendered to King Prithu, and then with folded hands, she began to speak. Yeah. Dharo vache Namah Parasme Purusaya Maya Pinasthanana Tanve Gunatmani Namah Swarupanubhavena Nirdhute Dravya Kriya Karaka Vibhramomare. The planet Earth spoke, my dear Lord, O Supreme Personality of Godhead, you are transcendental in your position, and by your material energy, you have expanded yourself in various forms and species of life through the interaction of the three modes of material nature. Unlike some other masters, you always remain in your transcendental position and are not affected by the material creation, which is subject to different material interactions. Consequently, you are not bewildered by material activities. Right? So, of course, Mother Earth knows that King Prithu is an avatar of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So now she is praying and she is saying, right, Gunatmane, and basically she is she is kind of glorifying King Prithu. Yeah. Hare Krishna, Reena ji.
हरे कृष्ण भैया
कृष्णा पढ़ेंगे.
कृष्ण जी यना हमात्मा यतनम विनिर्मिता धात्रा यतो अयम पुरसर्ग संग्रह स एव माम हन्तु मुदा युद्ध त्वरादुपस्थितो अन्यम शरणम कमाश्रये. The planet Earth continued, My dear Lord, you are the complete conductor of the material creation. You have created this cosmic manifestation and the three material qualities, and therefore you have created me, the planet Earth, the resting place of all living entities. Yet you are always fully independent, my Lord. Now that you are present before me and ready to kill me with your weapons, let me know where I should go to take shelter, and tell me who can give me protection. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So Sharanam Kamashraya, like if Lord himself is killing someone, where can she go for the shelter? Who can actually give her the protection? Yeah. It's a nice purpose. So let's read this. Tarun.
The planet Earth herein exhibits the symptoms of full surrender before the Lord. As stated, no one can protect the person whom Krishna is prepared to kill, and no one can kill the person whom Krishna protects. Because the Lord was prepared to kill the planet Earth, there was no one to give protection to her. We are all receiving protection from the Lord, and it is therefore proper that every one of us surrender unto Him. In Bhagavad Gita 18.66, the Lord instructs, Sarvadharam Pratitajaya Yajya Mam Ekam Sarvanam Braja Aham Tvam Sarva Papebhyo Mokshe Se Siyami Ma Sukha. Abandon all varieties of religion and just surrender unto me. I shall deliver you from all sinful reaction. Do not fear. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. No? Anilji.
Ji. Srila Bhakti Vinoda Thakur sings, My dear Lord, whatever I have, even my mind, the center of all material necessities, namely my home, my body, and whatever I have in connection with this body, I now surrender unto you. You are now completely independent to act however you like. If you like, you can kill me, and if you like, you can save me. In any case, I am your eternal servant, and you have every right to do whatever you like. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, this is what Sri Bhakti Vinod Thakur is. Sri Bhakti Vinod Thakur is saying, right? Sri Bhakti Vinod Thakur is also in the descendants of like Swami Prabhupada's guru's guru, right? Jyoti.
Ya etvedhavasruja characharam swamayatma shraya ya vitharkyaha tathaiva soyam khila gopta mudyataha katham no mam dharma paro jigdvasti. In the beginning of the creation, you created all these moving and non-moving living entities by your inconceivable energy. Through this very same energy, you are now prepared to protect the living entities. Indeed, you are the supreme protector of religious principles. Why are you so anxious to kill me, even though I am in the form of cow? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So it says the planet Earth argues that there is no doubt that one who creates can also annihilate by his sweet will. The planet Earth questions why she should be killed when the Lord is prepared to give protection to everyone. After all, it is the earth that is the resting place for all other living entities, and it is the earth that produces grains for them. Sachin? Sachin, you on mute?
Hear me?
Yeah, now we can.
Nunam Bateshasya Samihitam Janestan Mayaya Durjaya Ya Krutatmabhihi Nalakshate Yatspara Karo Dakar Yad Yoneka Ekah Paratascha Ishvara. My dear Lord, although you are one by your inconceivable potencies, you have expanded yourself in many forms. Through the agency of Brahma, you have created this universe. You are therefore directly the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Those who are not sufficiently experienced cannot understand your transcendental activities because these persons are covered by your illusory energy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Rinaji?
Yes, Vaya. Sagardiyo Nururarthe Shaktibhir Dravya Kriya Karak Chetanatmabhi Tasmai Samunnadhiruddha Shaktiye Namah Parasmay Purushaya Vedase. My dear Lord, by your own potencies, you are the original cause of the material elements, the performing instruments, the senses, the workers of the senses, the controlling demigods, the intelligence and the ego, as well as everything else. By your energy, you manifest this entire cosmic creation, maintain it, and dissolve it. Through your energy alone, everything is sometimes manifest and sometimes not manifest. You are therefore the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the cause of all causes. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So Mother Earth, Prithvi, is praying to King Prithu, who is the Anshik avatar of Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna, right? So she is saying, Namaha Parasme Purushaya Vedase. Yeah, Vedase is the cause of all kajes, Sarva Karan Karanam. Yeah, so she is offering the respectful obeisances unto Supreme Personality of Godhead. Anilji?
समय भवानात्म विनिर्मितं जगद भूतेन्द्रियान्तः करणात्मकं विभो संस्थापयिष्यन्नज मा रसातला दभ्युजहाराम्भस आदिसूकरः. My dear Lord, you are always unborn. Once in the form of the original board, you rescued me from the waters in the bottom of the universe. Through your own energy, you created all the physical elements, the senses, and the heart for the maintenance of the world. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, so Prithvi is saying that once in the original board, right? If you remember the Varaha avatar, in Varaha avatar, because the Prithvi is taken by the Hiranyaks, right? Up to the bottom of the ocean. And so in the Varaha avatar, Lord brings Earth out of that, right? So that's what Mother Earth is remembering, that in the form of original board, you rescued me from waters in the bottom of this universe, right? And of course, you are the one who has created all these physical elements, the senses and the heart for the maintenance of the world. So that's how Earth is continuously praying to King Prithu. Yeah. Karun?
Apam upasthe mai navya vastita praja bhavanah nadha shishu kila savirmurtiha Sambrudradharo Yoma Sugrasharo Jinghasasi. My dear Lord, in this way you once protected me by rescuing me from the water, and consequently your name has been famous as Dharadhara, he who holds the planet Earth. Yet at the present moment, in the form of a great hero, you are about to kill me with sharpened arrows. I am, however, just like a boat on the arrow, keeping everything afloat. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yeah. Sachin?
The Lord is known as Dharadhara, meaning he who keeps the planet Earth on his tusks as the boar incarnation. Thus, the planet Earth, in the shape of a cow, is accounting the contradictory acts of the Lord. Although he once saved the earth, he now wants to upset the earth, which is like a boat on water. No one can understand the activities of the Lord. Due to a poor fund of knowledge, human beings sometimes think the Lord's activities are contradictory. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yeah. Rinaji?
Nunam Janarihit Mishwarana Masmadvidhastu Adguna Sargamaya Nagyayate Mohita Chit Bhatvarmibhyo Namo Viryash Skarabrebhyah. My dear Lord, I am also the creation of one of your energies, composed of the three modes of material nature. Consequently, I am bewildered by your activities. Even the activities of your devotees cannot be understood, and what to speak of your pastimes. Thus, everything appears to us to be contradictory and wonderful. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yeah. So Mother Earth is constantly praying to King Prithu, the avatar of Lord Shri Krishna. And actually, we can complete this. Let's just read the purport quickly, Jyoti.
The activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in these various forms and incarnations are always uncommon and wonderful. It is not possible for a tiny human being to estimate the purpose and plans of such activities. Therefore, Srila Jiva Goswami has said that unless the Lord's activities are accepted as inconceivable, they cannot be explained. The Lord is eternally existing as Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In Goloka Vrindavana, he has also simultaneously expanded himself in innumerable forms, beginning with Lord Rama, Lord Narasimha, Lord Varaha, and all the incarnations coming directly from Sankarshana. Sankarshana is the expansion of Baladeva, and Baladeva is the first manifestation of Krishna. Therefore, all these incarnations are known as Kala. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, just read this. Anilji?
The word Ishar Nam refers to all the personalization of Godhead, as stated in Brahma Samhita 5.39, Ramadi Murtisu Kala Niyamena Isthan. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is confirmed that all the incarnations are partial expansions or kala of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. However, Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. One should not take the plural number of the word Isharanam to mean that there are many Godheads. The fact is that God is one, but he exists eternally and expands himself in innumerable forms and acts in various ways. Sometimes the common man is bewildered by all this and considers such activities contradictory. But they are not contradictory. There is a great plan behind all the Lord's activities. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, yeah. Tarun?
For our understanding, it is sometimes said that the Lord is situated in the heart of the thief as well as in the heart of the householder, and that the super soul in the heart of the thief dictates, go and steal things from that particular house. At the same time, the Lord tells the householder, now be careful of thieves and burglars. These instructions to different persons appear contradictory, yet we should know that the super soul, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, has some plan, and we should not consider such activities contradictory. The best course is to surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead wholeheartedly, and being protected by Him, remain peaceful. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. So the message is surrender unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, and being protected by Him, remain peaceful. Yeah. And so thus end the Bhaktivedanta purpose of the 4th canto, 17th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Maharaj Prithu becomes angry at the earth. So we complete 17th chapter. Bolo Srimad Bhagavatam ki.
Jai.
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 So that's so nice. Slowly we are completing all the chapters, right? Tomorrow we are going to start chapter 18, which is Prithu Maharaj milks the earth planet. Yeah. So we'll pause now. I will hear the kirtan for 6-7 minutes, and then we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Radha Ramana Hare Govinda Jaya 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 Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Govinda Jaya Jaya Gopala Jaya Jaya Radha Ramana
Okay, so it's a nice kirtan. This is the RadheGovind Mandir in Jaipur.
Wow.
So that's the darshan from RadheGovind Mandir. Very famous mandir. He's right in the front of, Maharaja Man Singh. So he's the one who got from Vrindavan and then established Govind Dev Ji there. So he could see from his mahal. So every morning when he gets up, he could see the darshan from the mahal, and Gayatri Devi, Maharani Gayatri, they could see darshan. But this is in Jaipur, like RadheGovind Dev Ji Mandir, very, very, very popular, and a lot of people go there. Cool. So see you tomorrow at 10.
Okay, Hare Krishna, everyone.
See you tomorrow.
Good night.
Hare Krishna.